Hello everybody, I am Sammy with 15th Dragon Sim here today. Welcome to Pokemon TCG Online Mad Dragon Wednesday, which is every single Wednesday for the most part. We take a look at an interesting dragon type, an interesting deck involving the dragon typing, and play a game or two with it. Sometimes these decks are actually could be somewhat competitive maybe in the near future. Other times, no, not really. These things are just mostly for fun, nothing more, nothing less. And other times these decks are just so bad you'd be mad to play them in an actual competitive setting. Hence the name Mad Dragon Wednesday. Now, before we go too much further in, I would like everyone to please press the like button. Please do so. And if you're interested in like having to say what I play for next week for Mad Dragon Wednesday, uh, either on Sunday, somewhere between Sunday and Tuesday morning, I will be putting up a poll for Mad Dragon Wednesday. Actually, I think maybe even Saturday, depending on things, depending on when I want to record. But somewhere between Saturday and Tuesday morning, I should be posting a uh, thing on my Twitter channel, and that poll on my Twitter account, which is in the description below on this video, so you can vote for what deck you want me to play next week. But without further ado, let's get right into this. Today we have Black Ballista, Giratina, and Archie's Blastoise, or as I like to call it, Archie's Blastoise Dragons, or Archie's Stoise Dragons. It's kind of similar to that of the dragons with bronze on, but only this time we're just working with water instead of steel type, and the advantages of that. And of course, we're going to have to work around the Archie's engine. Now, the whole entire idea is, of course, is to use Archie's use Archie's. Yeah, you can only play this card when this is the last card in your hand, which can be difficult at times, but with the way this deck is set up, it's made easier. Put a water Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench, any water Pokemon, including Stage 2 Blastoise, and then draw 5 cards. The idea is to get this turn 1, maybe turn 2 if we're unlucky with first turn. Usually if you get it any later than that, you're not winning. So yeah, and then just go from there. Usually we just power up Keldeo and go, or sometimes maybe a Kyurem if we play one Lightning as well. But no, we're playing 2 Kyurem and 2 Giratina and 4 Double Dragon. Because, I think Time Entrain's better, even though this hits for 200 and can one-shot the Mega Rayquaza with 220 and some of the other cool things that have 220 HP. So you can deal with that. Unfortunately, it does not have the cool ability that Time Entrain does. So it's the trade-off. You get 10 extra damage, or you have the cool ability. Personally, I think Time Entrain is better just because of the ability. And of course, we're still running Giratina because, for Psychic, Grass, and 2 Colorless, which should be our 2 waters, and the Double Dragon can be the Grass and Psychic, we do 100 and we kind of stop stuff like Vesequin in its tracks. Or that's at least the idea. I pretty much just took my standard Blastoise deck and just kind of edited it a little bit. And of course, we also put a Manaphy. That's the only card we got from Breakpoint that I'm putting in here. I guess you could put Puzzle of Time in here if you wanted to, but I decided against that. This is essentially all I really did. It's pretty much the same as my Blastoise list for the most part, really. With just the exception of where we took out the 4 water for 4 Double Dragon, and we took out 2 Keldeo, a Articuno for these two. I think I took something else out, but I forgot which I took out. Also took out a Floatstone for a Manaphy because this is the new format. But yeah, because Manaphy it allows you to do is it has any water energy attached to it. It has no retreat cost. Any of your Pokemon, so basically, if you want something to have free retreat, just put water on, you're good. Of course, Garbodor, Hexmaniac, and Silent Lab are huge things, so maybe you won't want to put a Floatstone here anyway. Regardless, that's the idea of this deck. I think this idea, for the most part, can actually be competitive, and maybe my list is not the greatest list for this kind of idea. The one drawback, I think, to this deck in general, is the fact that, double dragons. You can't get double dragons back easily. And maybe for Florida regionals, you could put like Puzzle of Time in here, try to fit that in so you can get your double dragons back. But I don't know if that's a reliable way to do it. Um, Maybe this is a pretty cool idea in my opinion. The whole entire dragons idea with it. Um, but I feel like it's not. I feel like it might be the. I think it might be. I don't think it'll be a tier one, but I think it's on this channel anyway. I feel like it's. I don't. It's a bit more than just a fun deck. I think it could actually be competitive with enough testing of enough tinkering. I think it could be at least semi-competitive. But that's just my opinion. One of the things that Steel has that this doesn't is the ability to have more special hate. And with Dragon Steel, that what that does is basically it has Cobalion and Aegislash as well, so you can do much more than just hate, and you do a lot more hate. And Tyrantrum's better because it goes through Sigilus and other stuff like that. Sure, we have Articuno, but if you can't hit heads when your life depends on it, like I can't hit heads, then oh well. But again, I'm just rambling at this point. That's the basic idea of the deck, and let's get right into it with an actual match. Hello, everybody. I'm Sam15, the Dragon Team here. Welcome back with Mad Dragon Wednesday. This is video 2, second video. Not the second video, but the second match we'll be doing with Archie's Stoise Dragons. It's pretty much like Archie's Blastoise with Keldeo, but only with instead of Keldeo with dragons and double dragon energy. That's the whole entire idea of this deck. It's more of a fun deck that can actually be somewhat decent. It's not that different from the Dragon Steel, or as I like to call it, or Tyranium Giratina Bronzong, as it's better known as. So I'm going first, trying to do some math in my head. I think we should be able to get it. Okay. First we'll do this. And here. Alright. Trying to do some maths in my head. First, let's do this. Archie's. Okay, one of them's still in here. Did I prize both Blastoises? Prize both Blastoises. No, I didn't actually. Okay, so that's good. I have one in my hand. Derp. That freaked me out for a second. That would not have been great. Apparently I prized an egg, though. No, I didn't. I did not. So what do I get here? Pretty much everything I want at this point. Let's get a Manaphy. Turn 1 Blastoise. Best thing in the format. Shuffle cards. Ah, Keldeo, that would actually be decent top deck. So let's get another water. What else do we need to get rid of? And let's get rid of water. Who needs water? I feel safe, and since my opponent started with Genesect, I feel safe in thinking that my opponent will not be able to attack me this turn. So if it's Virizion Genesect, then my opponent probably will not be able to attack me this turn. So even if they do, I doubt they'll be able to. I just okay. Max Ether happened. Okay, this is why people are. This actually could be somewhat decent, actually. Virizion Genesect, if you play the Max Elixirs with it. Holy crap, that actually might be. This thing might be viable again with Max Elixir. If so, that is kind of scary. Wow. Turn 1 Genesect, that actually is pretty cool. I'm kind of glad I did not put up in my Blastoise for my mana fee. Or like that. Otherwise I'd be in like, not in a good position. Alright. Come on. Deluge. There we go. Almost press the end turn button. That would not have been great. So what do I do here? Do I Fisherman? I think I have to like Jirachi for a Sycamore or something. But I kind of don't want to at the same time. Because a Muscle Band in my hand. Let's put it there. Something weird might happen where I have to use that. Stupid clicker. My mouse is not clicking correctly. There we go. Do we end? I think we end. Yeah, I don't want to Sycamore here. Actually, I probably should not have put the Muscle Band. I think I should have just Sycamore at that point, but I save a VS Seeker, so all was right in the end. Let's just get the Life Center now. And propagation. Just in case he ends me. Lysander and egg. Oh, I pressed the other one. Oh joy. That's wonderful. I don't want to put that down. I think I just want to. Yeah, do that. Yeah, sorry that I'm taking forever. It's a combination of this deck being so slow and my mouse having to be clicked 500 times. I think I need to buy a new mouse. There we go. Black Ballista 200. 220 actually. Because that Fighting Fury belt actually makes this deck a little bit more tougher to beat as well. There's my Black Kyurem. Yay. Hopefully no Fighting Fury belt comes into play, because that would just not be great. Skyla, probably for the Fighting Fury belt. Opponent would actually need a Muscle Band and the energy to knock me out here. I need my double dragons. That's kind of a thing. The good news is my opponent's going to need a lot to power up another Genesect. Virizion Genesect is still kind of slow compared nowadays. Even with the Max Elixir, it does make a tad bit faster. Still, I was one-shotting my first turn, on my second turn. Well, as soon as I could, you know. So my opponent's going to knock out the Black Kyurem and do 20 to the Manaphy, which makes sense. Get rid of free retreat, all that. So I think I'm going to promote the Jirachi, put the Black Kyurem down, cast per turn. Superior and retrieval, that's great, that's exactly what I wanted to see. How many energy is this gonna pile? 3. Only 3. I think I should have gotten Via Seeker. Crud. I want to see the probability of me getting a double dragon. 1, 2, ooh. At 21 cards. That's going to be a lot. I'm going to have to hope for that. Maybe we should put a lightning in here. Okay, we got it. That was awesome. You gotta be kidding me. I just realized I put my water attachments, this is one of those things that's dumb, you know? Like, I would not have made that mistake in real life. You know? Like, god dang it. Just... That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. God. That's a mistake that I would not have used in real, like what I've done in real life. Whenever I go with water, I just go deluge. You know, like sometimes you forget that you kind of have to do that online all the freaking time. It's kind of annoying. I could have swore I actually did do that. I could have swore I actually deluge, but I apparently didn't. And now I pay the consequences for it. I would have been able to get a knockout there, and that would have been so good. But oh well. Oh, my opponent just passed. Oh, that's great. Why did my opponent knock me out? Well, maybe my opponent's being nice or something. If so, my opponent's a nice person. If not, I feel like a jerk. Like, actually, hold on, show play map. Okay. Okay, there we go. This is exactly what I wanted. Oh, that's great. I think my opponent actually did pass their turn on purpose. If so, thank you. Oh, my opponent just gave up. I'm sorry, I was a little distracted by a little gremlin over here. My little sister wants some chocolate, and I don't know if I
I
have
was
it.
just wondering if you have chocolate, and I feel the sudden need for chocolate. Do not judge me.
Well, anyway, I'm Sam15 the Dragon Saber here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and my sister wanted chocolate.
Shut up about that. I was trying to be subtle.
You were doing a very good job. Well, actually, I'm very bad at heading slowly. Anyway, I'm Sammy15 the Dragon Timmy here. Hope you guys liked today's video. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, follow me everywhere you can online anyway. And I shall see you guys again next time.